Hi, this is Megan Nash, and I'm joining you from the 2019 JUNOS, where I was nominated for Contemporary Roots Album of the Year. When I think healthy eating, for me as an eating disorder survivor, healthy eating for me means being at peace with what I'm eating, okay? So I tour in a lot of remote communities, and there's not always going to be a place where I could get a fresh salad. And healthy eating for me is eating what I can have access to without any of that guilt. You know, I don't want to, I'm never, and I still have to catch myself because this is like deeply internalized shame that we have with our relationships with food and in the culture that we've grown up in. But if I'm going to eat I've eaten like a pepperoni stick for breakfast before because it was the only thing I had access to because I had to go to the gas station and we had to get going quick on the road, you know, and just to not feel shame about that. I was able to give my body some nourishment. There we go, you know. So a big part of healthy eating while you're on the road, for me, from my perspective, is just allowing yourself to eat what you have access to. I really don't like diet culture. I don't like diets at all. I think I fell into that mindset when I was younger. I struggled with diets till probably my mid-20s. It wasn't until the last few years I really started to accept my body for how it is and for the weight that it wants to be at, you know? Yeah, I've definitely seen the ugly side, like the extreme that you can go to within the diet industry. So yeah, it's a way of the past, and I hope that it's on its way out. I know it's a huge industry. There's a lot of money there, but that's not health and wellness as far as I'm concerned. The sooner the diet industry's gone, the happier I'll be. Even if I, as an artist, don't feel direct pressure to look a certain way, maybe because of the kind of music I play, the genre I play, I still, like, the diet industry is so strong, and we've been hit with these messages for decades that we need to look a certain way. So regardless of what genre you're in, you will feel some sort of internalized pressure or external. I'm lucky that in the sense of that I do walk throughout the world as like an able-bodied, cisgendered white woman. I don't feel I do have like thin privilege, and I'm able to physically get on every stage that I'm able to play. You know, I think the industry, we have a long ways to go to make sure that venues are more accessible for everybody. Even like, how do you get on that stage? Like, how are we supposed to have a more diverse environment for people to perform in if performers literally cannot get on the stage? So we need to be mindful of that when we're building these venues. And if you're running a venue, like, think about every body that could be on that stage. I notice accessibility issues more when I'm touring with folks who who aren't as able-bodied as I am, right? So there's again that mindset that I need to work on. So I need to make sure that, like, especially like when I'm touring with my sister, that, you know, she'll be able to get on the stage without anxiety. Like, everybody should have the right, the freedom to get up on a stage and not be anxious about that leading up to it. You know, like I've played some festivals where it's, you know, like you kind of have to hop up onto something, and like that's not good. We cannot have that anymore. It's 2019. We need to have ramps. We need to have railings. We need to make it safe for everybody to get up on that stage and to share their work.